Hi there, welcome back to Not Another Budget. I'm Nicole. This is Mr. Bowie, who is being incredibly nosy because I have got something very, very special to reveal to you today. On this channel, I'm attempting to cash budget my way out of debt. We have recently hit 1,000 subscribers, so thank you so much for helping me get there before my deadline date of this coming Saturday, the 25th of March. It means an awful lot. And today I finally get to show you the next budgeting planner, which has been printed and delivered, and it has arrived this morning, and you and I are going to see it for the first time together. Apart from peeling this kind of thing off, I've not opened it, I've not unwrapped it. We're going to do that together now, and I'm so pleased that this arrived in time for this week of daily videos on the run up to my birthday. Now, in terms of how this was paid for, I used some of the money that I've earned from the film shoot to cover this. This was not a planned for expense in my budget, and I took the decision to take £56, which was the full cost of this binder to create, or the full cost of this planner to create. I took £56 of the money that I'd earned before I cash stuffed it and before I allocated it out to pay for this last week. So you'll see that on the week 3 reconciliation, which I know I have yet to film. It's on next on my list to do, and that will either be coming out tomorrow or Saturday. So let's undo. Now I have to say I love Canva's packaging. It's just beautifully printed, as you can see here. They are quite pricey. And this is partly why Mr. Bowie is here, and that is because he is a fan. So I'm going to get rid of the cardboard container. What have we got here, love? What's this? What's in here? Hi. What's this? What's this? Oh. Hello. So he's here. I've had to nip out this morning just to get some errands done. And there's this beautiful cover here. So it is a much thicker book than it was last time. I've gone with thinner paper, which brought the cost down. This is obviously the back, and I have kept the acetate cover. Now this is a slightly different cover design. Not too much. Hello. I'm just going to show you what someone's doing. Hello. Are you going to make yourself comfortable? Okay. So I've kept the same detail here, the acetate cover, and then the paper. Now it's not as thick. It's only 120 GSM as opposed to 160 GSM. And mainly because if I wanted 160 GSM again, it would have cost me £70. And that's because this is a much thicker book. And that is because I've gone with a 6-month spread this time, not a 3-month spread. So we've got the front page here, and I would say that this 120 GSM is very similar to normal printing paper. We've got the internal cover sheets, and I'm just going to try and shift the angle. And I wanted to have this more as a budgeting planner that is a little bit more than just jotting down your numbers. So I've gone with, there are various pages like this. These really, really suit me. I know that not everyone does. So we've got the world is your oyster. The perfect time is now. And we've got my 2023 year goals. I will have these at the start of each quarter because I really do believe in reviewing quarterly how everything is. And I'm really, really pleased actually with how the colour is printing, even though it's on a smaller GSM. And then we've got the quarterly intention spread, and that's because I do want to review things like that. We've got the self-care challenge spread, which also has a little quote at the bottom: focus on the steps in front of you, not the whole staircase. And then we also have as well the 30-day decluttering challenge, and I like these as just staples. Even if I've not gone through and crossed them out, I like having them there to refer back to. And then, as a new inclusion into the book for this time round, I've got a spending list, and this is, as someone who is spendy, and this is definitely targeted to people who are not natural savers, people who can find it very, very easy to spend money with very limited or minimal excuse needed, like myself basically. I've got in here a want list and a need list. And the whole idea for me is that anything that I impulsively want gets jotted down here. I write it down, but then I don't do anything. I don't add it to a cart and wait 24 hours. I just write it down. Anything that I know I need. So for example, last September, I knew I needed thermal curtains for my bedroom, thermal blackout curtains, and that was a need, but it's not necessarily something that I could afford there and then. Also gets put down here. And then at the end of each week, my intention is to come back and review this list. And it's mainly so that I stop. I mean, I've gotten better at not frittering away my personal spending money, but there's definitely, I could spend it a little bit wiser, even though it's my money to spend as I choose. And we also have as well the income sheet that you've seen me work on. And this is designed to help me track my income streams and just help remind myself that actually there are other ways for me to derive an income, and I can always come back and review this at any time. So we have these two spreads here. I've gone as wide as I can on the camera, but I am conscious that obviously Mr. Bowie is there, and for the minute he's not moving. And I've really gone heavy with different colours. I'm colour heavy. I need that just different blends, and each kind of quarter has got a very different theme. But what I've got here is a budget basics page. So this is essentially your emergency budget, and I can see I've just got a strange typo there, but that's fine. I can survive that. This is why these do not go out for sale, and the cat has left. Wonderful. So we've got here different sources of income, basic savings that I want to do. I'm actually going to try and take this off wide mode. 1 second. One second. Well, it's always good when the phone just falls off the phone mount when you're trying to adjust it. Sorry about that small glitch there. So this is basically an ideal budget. So you're looking through and jotting down kind of what you think your main sources of income are, what your main savings pots are going to be, your core flexible bills and your core fixed bills. For me, I need like that basic guide of every month you pay this, every month you have to do this, every month your income is X from here. And then we have the savings plan spread again. I've gone with a slightly purpley cloudy theme today on this one. And then we have 2 pages on a debt list, and that is because I felt like it would just be good because I have lots of little debts, and then some people have lots of different debts. Some people want to break them down differently. So I've gone with 2 lots of debt lists with a total balance at the top. And then a sheet saying stay inspired and never stop creating. Now, the spread for April is, and for the first quarter of the second quarter of the year, is very, very florally. So it's kind of a mottled purple beige with lots of kind of roses and fauna. And we've got the monthly planner, and then we've also got the normal page for the budget. I've actually put 6 of these in, and I've actually double spaced the lines just to give myself space to write something slightly longer. And then in terms of the expense tracker pages, we have the same layout again with this kind of graphic down here. Now there are 6 of these for each month. And if I take you through, because I'm not going to take you through all 6 because that would just be a little bit silly. So if I take you through to the very end, we've got the spending overview, which is exactly the same, although you've not seen me fill this out, and that's because I haven't filled it out in my planner. And then we've got the monthly debt tracker, how much debt I paid, and then the monthly savings tracker, how much I saved. And I wanted to just keep this the same layout for each, as it's for a similar thing, rather than the 2 different colours which I had last year. And we have another graphic page again, which is trust yourself, you can do this. And that's partly because, and this is just a me layout thing, I realised when I was actually planning this, and I put a lot more thought into how I wanted the pages to appear. I knew that I wanted the start of a new month to appear on this side of the page, and therefore it meant that I had to add in some additional pages, which is where this then came from. So for May as well, we've got lots more florals, and it's a much more dominant purple again. We've got lots of like the watercolours, and I've tried to tone down the graphics as well this time on this spread here, but we've still got the same monthly planner spread, and we've got 6 of the May ones. And then I've kept the very same kind of similar aesthetic on the expense pages as well, and there are 6 of those. We've got the same savings and monthly tracker thing at the very end, and also the same roundup, so I won't show you those now that I've shown you already. Be kind to your mind. Budgeting and money and mental health really, really do go hand in hand. And this is just a good reminder that you do need to look after your mental health when you look after your money, because I believe that the two go like this. I love June's colour spread. I really, really do. I never thought I'd be someone that gravitated towards the orange and blue combo, but I loved it so, so much. So as you can see here, really bright, really vibrant as we're moving into kind of summery months and the last of, I would say, the florals, and just replacing that graphic slightly differently, having some a little bit brighter and some not. And then again for the expense tracker as well, and I've toned them down so that actually you can see slightly darker pens. And again, there are 6 of those, and there is also the summary at the end of the month. However, what there also is this time round is we've got a page here which says when you feel like quitting, think about where you started. And then we've got the quarterly summary. And so we've got quarterly achievements, we've got debt repayments tracker total for the quarter. So 2 pages there, and then we start again for the quarterly intentions for the next quarter, so the 3rd quarter of the year, which is your summer months. We've got the want and needs list, we've got the income, we've got the budgeting basics, a slightly lighter spread on this one here, we've got the savings plans and the debt list again, and then we've got every journey needs a first step. Couldn't read that for a second. And then we're straight in for July, and this was the only month where I couldn't get the spread to work how I wanted it to, and I've gone with a very celestial theme for the 3rd quarter of the year before we move into the winters and the autumns that I just love. So we've got a really kind of bold kind of blue purple colour spread for the monthly planner page. And then if I just show you here, we've got the purple, and then we've got the gold, sun, moon, stars thread, very kind of celestial, very astrological, all things that I gravitate to and incorporate into my life. So that is the layout for July, and that is the layout for the expense trackers. And once again, there are 6 of those. And then I've actually gone with a colour. Did I go with a colour difference? So we've got a slight colour difference on the spending tracker. Apart from that, the monthly debt tracker and those are the same. There is beauty and struggle. We are in the struggle. We are in this together. And then obviously couldn't get it going the way I wanted to. For August, we have grey clouds and rose gold. Again, the celestial moons. And we've got those there. So I can see that there are already a couple of just things I need to go back and review if I were ever to try and put this out for sale. But actually, as a document that I'm working with, that I'm practicing with, I'm completely fine with that. And you can see there we've got the stars and the moon. We've got anything else? Slightly different spread as well for the spending tracker. And then another little reminder, focus on little things. They are what makes life magic. Okay. And then September, we are full on big colours, big constellations. We've got the gold and then the very, very dark dusky pink. And I love this contrast. This is a really lovely contrasted spread with the gold again, and then the celestial theme there as well. And once again, there are 6 pages of those. And then we come to the end. Make yourself a priority. And we've got the quarterly summary with the quarterly achievements. And then the final repayment tracker for the book. And where there is a will, there is a way. We've got a blank internal sheet there. And then we've got the acetate cover. So that is the budgeting planner that I'm going to be using for the next 6 months. If I do ever develop any of these with the intention of selling them, I want to have used basically a full year to tweak and see what works. There are things that I didn't have in my 3-month one that you've seen me use already that I've incorporated into here. I need to see how working on a thinner paper works. I like using the fine line Sharpie pens, and if they're going to bleed through, they're not going to be great. And I also need to see if there are spreads that I don't use. Do I need 6 kind of weeks worth of pages? And actually, is there anything that I want to add in? And what would the cost be for a 6-month one? What would the cost be for a year one? If I went to a different printer, what would the outcome be? So that is the budgeting planner that I'm going to be working with for the next 6 months. I'm going to try and utilise all of it this time rather than let myself get derailed by outside things and not end up utilising all of it in the same way that I haven't done with my other budgeting planner. So I can't wait to get going on this with you, and yeah, I'm really excited. Thank you so much for watching just this little video. The next one you see will be the week 3 reconciliation, because I'm going to go ahead and film it either this afternoon or tomorrow morning for a tomorrow release. The only thing that is going to be a change this week is there's going to be no Savings Challenge Sunday video, just to give myself a little bit of a day off. I am filming on my birthday, so I'm actually celebrating my birthday on the Sunday itself, so I would just want a day away. And then that video will then be just delayed until Monday, and it will be released then. But thank you so much for watching. I can't wait to see you until tomorrow, and I will catch up with you then. Bye bye.